Hey Cancer, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your hold on. I'm debating on whether or not I should go to the other side, which I should have done already before. Anyway, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your mid-October 2024 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Do check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Cancer, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them, take what applies, and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. All right, Cancer, let's begin. Seven of Pentacles, starting off the reading. Oh, that's so funny. Literally, when I was starting your reading, I was eating a grape. And she's over here. I don't know if you could see it. There's the grapes. So the grapes represent fruitfulness. They can be a sign of joy, of nourishment as well. I feel like there's something here that you've been tending to, that your intention for this was to bring joy, whether it's to you and to others, whatever the case may be. So there is some sort of time and energy that was spent on growing something, and now really inspecting it and looking at it and seeing if there's any rewards to reap out of this. Currently you have the Lovers. You could be dealing with a Gemini. Have it in your chart. Doesn't have to be, but the Lovers card is here. Hey, Newt the Gamer. So the Lovers here is possibly about a relationship, but it's also a card of a choice. This is a choice that two people mutually made to come together to create almost like a different identity, right? When you have a man and a woman come together, that love creates a different, another person, right? It creates another person, but it also creates a different environment. It creates a different, how do I explain it? A different way of doing things, because when you're with someone, right, in a healthy relationship, when you're with somebody, you're not only thinking about yourself anymore. You're also thinking about another person. It's not only how you benefit from something, but how the other person is also benefiting. Or there's a little bit of having to get out of yourself and to really realize that the reality is that we do not just live in this world alone. Although we are living in our shoes, yes. What we are experiencing is for us, yes, but you can't create something different without another person. There's just so much importance when it comes to relationships. People forget that it's not just a superficial thing. Being together with another person could be something positive where, you know, together you do things, life can become a little bit easier because there's someone you can depend on, someone who might just support you, and vice versa, right? But there's also what about the negatives that you experience? Those negatives can also help to propel if both individuals, if their goal is to maintain a healthy relationship. So anything that comes about it that's negative, it's only something for them to work together as a team to overcome, to rethink certain things, rethink a strategy, rethink certain compromises or obligations or whatever. You know what I like about this card? Is that they're standing there like individuals, but each individual serves a very important role, a very important purpose. But they're interlinking their hands, which is kind of like allowing the energy that you already possess, that you already let out, to flow with the other person's energy. Does that make sense? And I know it sounds like hougie bougie, but I'm trying to explain it in the best way possible. So let me give you an example, right? One person is not better than the other. They both complement each other, because complementing each other, they can get a certain goal done. Not only that, when they're working well together, when their energies are merging and they together can compromise, they can think as a team, do as a team, and even in their individual lives, when they're not like together, like let's say one is at work and one is at home, or both are at work but in different environments, there's still always the thought of the other person, because it's not even about the other person, it's just about the relationship itself. So there's an emphasis on the importance of that. So when you are not with the other person, or the other person is not with you, there is an importance with how you still behave. Because now at this point, when you come together with another person, especially when there is already sexual intimacy, you're not just you. Okay? Sorry to say it like that, because there's just a lot of people might take it the wrong way, and individuals that take it the wrong way is because I think ultimately there's almost like a selfishness of living for me. This is me. This is the world that I live in, and I trust no one, and I blah, blah, blah. That goes out the window. It's almost like you yourself exists, and yes, you still have to pay attention to your needs and blah, 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 but you're part of something much bigger, which is the relationship. You are now the relationship. The other person is now the relationship. Whatever each person does is going to affect the relationship. That's why if one person is putting in effort and the other person is not, the relationship is going to either fail, or there's going to be conflict and issues. It's not just like, oh, well, the other person is just taking it the wrong way, or they're being too emotional or too sensitive, or blah, blah, blah. No, it's the relationship itself is suffering. Because now it's not just your identity, it's the relationship. So when one person suffers, the other person is going to suffer, in the sense of also feeling that empathy, that pain that the other is experiencing. And if that is not happening, then the other person is just not involved in the connection. This went way beyond what I wanted to talk about in the reading. This turned into a little philosophical session, and if you know me, you know I love doing that. But this became a little beyond. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, you have the Nine of Pentacles as your challenge, which is a card of Oh, well, basically one who is self-reliant. It is the single card. Self-made, someone who's focusing on themselves, their health, their well-being, their money, their everyday life, but it's just more on just them, which then once they're taking care of their own things, they're more open to receiving the card that follows this, which is the Ten of Pentacles. That partnership that I was talking about. So here is the challenge. We'll see why that's the challenge. I don't know. Maybe you, Cancer, are not taking care of yourself. Maybe you're fully invested in something, but not really getting any of it for you. Like it's more of the energy of you're giving but somebody else is taking, and it's not mutual. Not saying that it's not mutual. I'm just saying that seems to be the energy. Maybe it is mutual, but they're not giving as much as you. We'll see. We're going to clarify. You have the Three of Cups in the foundation. So this can be about a celebration, a reconciliation, coming together. This is about joyous moments. Now, yes, it can be about third party if that's the situation here. Maybe somebody is not single. You have the Judgment card. In the past, reconciliation, a second chance, an opportunity. Hello. You have Page of Wands on your mind, communication, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so Cancer, it seems like to me that there is a little bit of a juggling act here. Whether it's a third party, meaning another person, or something else is interfering, like, I don't know, somebody's addiction, or somebody is a workaholic and they don't prioritize you. And there's three cards, 3 pentacle cards. So this can have to do with finances. It can have to do with your stability and security, or your time and energy invested in something. Let's take out the oracle cards. You have Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, integration, repetitive, persistent, working on it. The Chaser, chaser and codependent relationship, fear of abandonment. And Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. And one more, Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. I think you're seeing a situation for what it is with that card there. There could be somebody trying to see what your next move is. Somebody may be used to you always fixing something. Like they break it, you fix it. For some of you, you might have been dealing with codependent issues. All right, let's see what the Seven of Pentacles is. The Two of Pentacles, the World, and the Hermit. Yeah, you're thinking about things. You're no longer accepting something that is leaving you in a juggling situation, okay? Leaving you with these highs and these lows, just constant up and down, possibly screwing up your emotional stability. A new you is emerging because you're looking at the situation for what it is. You're doing some sort of introspection. You're taking the time to grow from whatever has occurred, because it seems like it was a repetitive cycle that you kept investing in. And you were feeling a very big lack. And what you're wanting is to invest in something that's going to grow, that's going to be abundant, something that brings in new life for you. What is the Lovers? Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, again, Cancer. You might have been waiting for somebody to put in effort because it seems like you've been putting in a lot of effort. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Could have it in your chart. Doesn't have to be. But there is a focus on the work that you've been doing, the efforts that you've been putting in. And something has become extremely burdensome at this point. But there is still love here. You're still taking care of things. And for some of you, this was a realization of this was a choice for you. That it wasn't just about blaming the other person. Like, I'm putting in all of this effort. What are you doing? You're putting in nothing. It's not just that we are choosing to put in this amount of effort. Because we can easily hold back and be like, forget it. And create the space for the other person to put in effort. But they're not going to put in effort. Well, then you know what to do. You keep exerting yourself for what? Oh, because if I don't put in effort, this is not going to work. Well, then shouldn't it naturally fall to the wayside? Do you want to continue being around individuals who are not going to put in effort? Maybe you'll surprise yourself. And somebody then feels, oh, you know what? I should put in effort. You know, Cancer's not really doing anything. See why the Nine of Pentacles is here as your challenge. The Chariot, that's your card. The Ace of Pentacles. And Queen of Cups. Wow. Another Cancer energy. That's funny. So this is more about getting yourself into a clear mental space. This is not about losing yourself. This is not about you taking away love, taking away care. It's not about that. It's about still being a good person, but, you know, also understanding that what I said before, I don't want to keep repeating myself. So I feel like you're absolutely ready for something secure and stable, something that's long-term, something that you're like, I can rest my head here. But it seems like either there's a delay or the challenge is having that right now. Because it seems like you're building something that takes two people and you're trying to build it on your own. Almost like a little bit of a, I don't want to say you're forcing it, but there is value in you. Just, how do I explain it? Just let down this need to either prove it or to do. Just let it be so it can flow naturally. What is the Three of Cups? Justice, Libra energy, the Page of Pentacles, and the Magician. So there's something here that's actually working out for you. So I feel like either you or somebody else, I feel like it might be you, communicating your needs, what you want. This is how it's going to work for me. I'm not going to be an option. I'm not going to be used. I'm not here for just a good time. I'm not here to do just what you want kind of thing. There is something here where things are communicated. I feel like they end up, there might even be some sort of compromise. There's a listening. Feeling heard. All right, why is the Judgment in the past? The Seven of Cups, options. Are emotionally confused or overwhelmed. The Wheel of Fortune, a change. And there's the Empress, self-worth. Also be a card of pregnancy, abundance, growth, expansion. Emperor at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, you might have asked somebody, like, what do you want? What do you want? Things have to change. This can't be like an option anymore. For some of you, somebody came to the realization or knowing your worth, or this was you knowing your own worth. Knight of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Hierophant with the Page of Wands on your mind. And for some of you, you know somebody's going to come and approach you, and you might be emotionally detached because there is something better that you want. You want better for yourself. Others of you, it's possibly about rebuilding something that fell apart. Restructurizing something. You have the Nine of Wands, the Five of Cups, whoa, and the Ten of Swords. Cancer, this outcome seems like there's a bit of conflict here. Quite a bit of conflict and struggles. You might have put somebody out in the cold. There might be feeling some sort of regret. If you want to work together with me, you have to come right, basically. You have to invest this time and energy. There can't be no more of side people or you're prioritizing other things. I feel like there's almost this energy of sticking up for you or just knowing what you want. There's this mature energy towards this experience, towards this situation. Feeling stuck, feeling heartbroken, feeling betrayed, deceived, like you were in a situation where it was just mind games, or maybe somebody gaslit you. Aries, Sag, Leo energy, doesn't have to be a fire sign. For some of you, you're receiving you'll have an opportunity for a new love. Something that's an equal give and take, something that you've been waiting for. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It doesn't have to be. Because to me, this looks like, or if it's not a new person, it could just be a new cycle where somebody has to come right. There has to be an equal give and take. I'm holding back. There is no more of you taking advantage or of me exerting myself type of thing. Like, stand up, take charge, take responsibility, take accountability. And it's become really clear as day for you. You know, you've stopped, you looked. Does this benefit me? Is this secure? Is this something stable? Finding peace within you and making a decision here to completely change the situation, or maybe even end it, or you did, or whatever the case may be. Might have blocked somebody. This might be a situation where somebody comes back around, but you're dealing with the situation differently. Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. If you resonated with the reading, let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.